Welcome to downtown Detroit and welcome inside Ford Field. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. On the return, this is McCaffrey. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the first carry from Christian McCaffrey. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice, quick correction for this front run. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Man in motion, out of the slot. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, San Francisco.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. McCaffrey running between the tackles. He dodged the tackle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. 20 yards on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
He's keeping it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice game there. Gain of 10, first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him throwing his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Play action now with Allen. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? It sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Escapes the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. First get on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It will lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Matt Surtain, hauling him to the ground. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Going to have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. San Francisco headed out for its 2nd possession of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and you might even hear it from the birds.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Here's Allen. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. That was Michael Parsons making that play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Allen on 3rd down. Got a man, that's Nacua. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. He'll cobble together a yard there. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Into the hands of Kittle. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Now it's McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Allen. It's his fullback. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum, but keep that defense on its heels.
1st down, San Francisco.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Going with McCaffrey on the ground. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work and playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Allen looking to throw. We'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. First down now, ball at the 33. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little sudden coming out of it, too.
The 37-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. From the gun, Jackson finds him over the middle. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Lamar throwing again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going to run for it. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Up down by Fred Warner.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
See if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. The 49ers are ready to go on offense for the final time in the first half. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining. One last play before the break. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now here's Lamar. Throw complete to Lamb. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Jackson trying to sneak it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak. One thing, they stop him at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. We've got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders. You sign up for it.
On first down, it's Gibbs. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Devin Witherspoon there on a stop.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run. Pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Jamar Chase. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd down, they need 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They give to Gibbs on the option. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
They'll motion the slot man right. First down, here's Lamar. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. Hits his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Jackson now on 3rd. And he's caught. He's got Lamb. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Give him 13 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
So it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. Pistol snap to Jackson. Pass is brought in by Laporta. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Trying to run with Gibbs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, this is McCaffrey. In the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They gain 11 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
You know, one secret ingredient on these jet sweeps to take off like that, Kate, is timing. We talk about timing and precision in the passing game, but it's the same thing on a jet sweep. You got to hand it off just at the right time to capture an edge like he just did.
Again, left side to McCaffrey. Well, he had to power through 1 tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
46-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now Allen going to the air. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. That's incomplete left side. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're left with 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4th. They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And forget this 1st down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs. And he is stopped a long ways from that line to gain. They force a turnover on downs. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. Able to find White. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Handoff here for Gibbs on his own lead. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's him the 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers make the play that should win them this game. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They stick with McCaffrey. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Third and just 2 to go. Setting up to pass. Complete beyond the marker. He will have the 1st down there for the 49ers. That should do it, Brock. They can take down this win.
And the 49er 1st down. A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, San Francisco.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. It's a designated keeper for Allen. Second and 10. Need something positive here. From the gun, McCaffrey. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
This is a designed run for Allen. On 4th down, looks like 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. A beautiful fake. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshibas. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window, he fired a bullet in there for the completion. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing outside, complete to Chase. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That was short one to Gesicki, and he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
Now Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki from 4 yards out. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
That's the score. Bengals 7, Vikings nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Allen, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. 36 yards for Saquon Barkley. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23. That one goes for 24 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes
it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Puka Nacua from 6 yards away. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-minute.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
At the 40-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowers. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley sheds him off at the 45. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Here's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
And 3 at the Vikings 17-yard line.
Here's second and 3. In motion goes the tight end. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Vikings 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing now is Allen. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 43-yard line.
Two yards to go, second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Allen to throw it. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And the Vikings, first down. A gain of 5. And the Vikings, first down.
A final shot before half for Allen. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that's going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And shifts by him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Complete. Jefferson to target. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Going underneath. He's got Hockenson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now 2nd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. Short throw, caught by Bowers. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the first down.
Now Allen. Pass to Bowers once again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And inside give to Jones. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Allen. Catch made by the running back, Aaron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Burrow going to keep it, running right. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down is Burrow. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Burrow on play action. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they go play action now. Burrow. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will take it up in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
To throw, it's Allen. And a little floater there is incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
2nd and 10. Allen running right on the option. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Allen going to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently. Right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Allen off the play fake. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Allen now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Allen taking it himself. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. A gain of a yard. And the Vikings first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Throwing, Allen completes this to Jefferson.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Here's Allen. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Here's first and 10. A give to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
They'll come up now on second down. To throw is Allen. This one brought in by Jefferson.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
First down. It's a gain of 3. First down, Vikings.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very petty decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Another try, second and 10 now. Allen. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Allen. Throw out wide is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Allen. Got to have this one. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.